Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another Pokemon TCG online video here on the channel, featuring, as you can see, as I always say, Pokemon from the new Celestial Storm expansion, and namely, down beneath the old face cam, you can see, we're going to take a look at Articuno-GX. We got a pretty cool idea. Haha, cool. I didn't even think of that. We have a pretty interesting idea, let's say, featuring its ability. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, what I'm going to say is, as far as the codes that I give out, we're going to switch things up a little bit, since sometimes I get so wrapped up in the battles that I forget to say a question of the day in the video, as I did last time. I'm just going to go and, let's say at the start of the video, the end of the video, I'm going to have it set up that, I think just down below the face cam, we'll have the question pop up. If you answer the question of the day and include the hashtag QOTD for question of the day in your comment, in your response, in your answer, in whatever, then you have a chance to win, when I draw the names in the next couple days or so, a chance to win one of the special code cards, which if I have space in the layout, I'll put whatever the code card is for. I'm not sure if I'll have space or not. I'll be doing post-editing after this to try to make it make sense, but yeah. If you want to answer the question of the day, leave your answer to the question, include hashtag QOTD, and in a couple days' time, I will choose a random name that has answered the question and get one of those code cards. Now, I have another code I'll give out in just a moment. I'm going to put it on screen. You can grab it right here in the video. I'm going to put that after we talk about the deck of the video for today. So without any further ado, let's head into our deck manager and see what Articuno-GX has working for it, and what kind of ideas I put together. So this is the Pokemon itself in question. One of the Cantonian legendary birds, of course. I was going to say a level 170? No, that's not level, Professor. It's HP. A basic Pokemon, 170 HP. Water type, of course. The ability of Legendary Ascent says, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. If you do, move any number of water energy from your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. It's pretty similar, actually, to Tapu Koko. Let's see if we can take a look at that there. I don't think I have any, but we can see not owned. And the Arrow Trail, when you play this from your hand to your bench, move any number of lightning energy from your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. There we go. Exactly the same thing. Although, technically, is it? If you do switch it to the active Pokemon, I think they've actually kind of worded it differently. Not that it matters, they both have the same effect, but Articuno technically says move it first, or sorry, switch it first and then move the energy. But whatever. Anyway, you get the idea. So, Legendary Ascent, I can take the active spot, power myself up immediately. Ice Wing for 2 water and a colorless is 130, and Cold Crush GX for 1 water energy. Discard all energy from both active Pokemon. That might come into play. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I've got 4, count them, 4 Articuno-GX in this deck. Now, I'm going to make use of this with a pretty cool other idea. It's going to feature Magcargo and Alolan Sandslash. First of all, the Magcargo ability, Smooth Over, says, once during your turn before your attack, you may search your deck for a card, shuffle your deck, then put that card on top of it, which is kind of cool. So in normal play, you'd find out, you'd get yourself the guaranteed top card on the next turn. But let's speed things up a little bit by including Alolan Sandslash. Slush Rush ability says, once during your turn before your attack, you may draw a card. Therefore, Magcargo can choose any card from my deck that I want, put it on top. Alolan Sandslash lets me take that card. Essentially, every turn, you get to choose any card you want from your deck and just take it. And it's not costing you an attack, it's not a trainer, not a supporter, or anything like that. You're just simply using abilities to get that, which is definitely pretty cool. I've got 3 Slugma and 2 Magcargo in the deck, 3 Sandshrew and 2 Sandslash. If I can get both Magcargo and both Sandslash in play, that's 2 cards every turn I can just take from within my deck, which is pretty cool. Now, let's do a quick little count. We got 3 Slugma, 3 Sandshrew, 4 Articuno. That's 10 basic Pokemon. Leave a comment. How many mulligans do you think I'm going to wind up getting today? Hopefully none. But anyways, let's move on. Let's talk the energy cards next, because those are the 14 Pokemon. I've got 6 basic water energy and 4 rainbow energy, and I'll talk about why we're using the rainbow energy. Basically, though, the idea here is this provides colorless energy, but while it's in play, while it's attached to something, it provides every type of energy, but only 1 unit of energy at a time. When you attach this card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, put 1 damage counter on that Pokemon. Simply put. So, alright. We'll talk about why that's important as we get through the trainer cards. First of all, trainer cards starting off with a couple of aqua patches, attach a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched water Pokemon. Good way to get some more energy sort of accelerated onto your Pokemon. Excuse me. Got a couple of energy lottos. You know what? I think I'm going to do a live edit right now, too. I'm going to take you out. I want to put another Aqua Patch if I have one. I do. Alright, so we've got 3 Aqua Patches in here now. Also got Energy Lotto. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card, not just basic, any energy card you find there, and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back in. That could work well with Magcargo. Choosing any card I want and putting it on top. If I want to find a Rainbow Energy, Magcargo can do that. My Energy Lotto can't get me that if I don't have Sandslash already in play. Because, of course, Sandslash lets me just take the top card regardless. A couple of energy retrievals are in the deck as well. Put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. I could possibly take those out and put something else in, but I'll keep it as is for the time being. In the training, in the testing, this works pretty well, so we'll just keep it as it is for now. Even though I made a live edit, right? Anyway, a couple of Great Balls as well, kind of working with the Magcargo. Look at the top 7 cards of the deck. You may reveal a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand. So again, if we do not yet have Sandslash in play, I've got Great Ball in hand, I can use Magcargo to find any Pokemon I want, put it on top. Maybe I'll choose the Sandslash. Great Ball can get that for me most definitely. And just to speed things up a little bit, get a couple of Nest Balls in here. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. I don't have as many of these in here as I normally do because essentially, to make best use of Articuno-GX, you want to get it into your hand. Playing Nest Ball, putting it to your bench immediately, skips the whole when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench. So Nest Ball will not trigger Legendary Ascent, and I'm going to try to make good use of that ability. So only 2 there in the deck, getting a Slugma or an Alolan Sandshrew down on the bench, if I can help it. And of course, we've got Great Ball for more Pokemon searching anyways. Now, since we do not have access to any Versus Seekers yet, until hopefully they reprint that in a standard format expansion. And since we do not have Puzzles of Time, we're going to go with a Pal Pad. Shuffle 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your deck, which is not bad if you have a combination of Magcargo and Sandslash in play, or if you have Garchomp and Lucario from that oh-so-fun theme deck, letting you search your deck for any card you want, and then taking it essentially, right? So if I have to shuffle back supporters, I can still get those supporters in hand using this ability combo. Or the ability of Lucario if you have Garchomp in play. Now, I got 4, count them, 4, Super Scoop-Ups. Flip a coin, which is not the most reliable kind of a card, but if heads, put one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. That's what we're going to be focusing on, that and another card, for getting Articuno-GX off the battlefield back into hand. Of course, Legendary Ascent says when I play it from hand, that ability triggers. So if I can get it back into hand, I have another chance to use Legendary Ascent, moving energy onto it, taking the active spot, saving my active Pokemon from getting knocked out perhaps. And also, when you Super Scoop Up, the damage is eliminated. So any damage counters that the Articuno might have, gone. So saving yourself a possible knockout and preventing the opponent from taking some prizes maybe. I got a couple of Ultra Balls as well. Discard 2 cards from hand. If you do, search your deck for any Pokemon you want and then take it. That, of course, could be the Articuno-GX, or in a pinch, if we need to get Magcargo or Alolan Sandslash, that could do that as well. So, I also just threw in a couple of Sky Pillars, you know. I want to throw in some stadiums, which just basically to disrupt the opposing stadiums. I don't have any Field Blowers in the deck this week, but I didn't really think that they were that necessary. Maybe I should include a couple. But, again, we'll keep things as they are for the time being. But Sky Pillar Stadium knocks out any opposing stadium and prevent all effects of the opponent's attacks, including damage done to bench Pokemon, which could keep my guy safe on the bench, especially if we find Garchomp using that Quick Dive, keep my guy safe on the bench, which would be pretty handy. I've also got for supporter cards, well, we'll talk to supporters in a moment. We've got, for tools, 3 Fighting Fury Belts, giving to a basic Pokemon, gives 40 more HP to that Pokemon, and their attacks do 10 more damage. Naturally, that's going to go on our Articuno-GX, if we can manage it. And for a little bit more maneuverability on the battlefield, we get a couple of escape boards as well. The retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to is 1 colorless less, and it can retreat, even if it's asleep or paralyzed, which is definitely nice. Alright, supporter cards. We've got 3 Acerola. I should probably get 4, but technically I can't, because I only have 3 in my collection, but I could trade for another one later on. But put one of your Pokemon that has any damage counters on it, and all cards attached to it into your hand. So, similar to Super Scoop Up, it's not a coin flip, but you do need to have damage on your Pokemon. That's where this Rainbow Energy comes into play. If I can play 1 Rainbow Energy from hand to an Articuno-GX, I'll put 1 damage counter on it. I then have the option to use Acerola to bring it back into hand. So that's why those two are going to kind of work in conjunction. Also got 3 Cynthias here in the deck. Shuffle your hand into the deck, then draw 6 cards. Good for helping get stuff set up early on in the game. We got a couple of Guzmas. I always say every deck needs at least 1 Guzma. I'm starting to feel I should be more consistent with some of my cards and stuff like that. I mean, not only to make my decks a little bit more powerful, but to give you folks a better example of how to play the game more competitively, I guess. So every deck needs at least 1. I got 2. Switch your opponent's bench Pokemon, or switch one of their bench Pokemon with their active. If you do, switch your active with one of your benched. So that's a good way to bring something up that they're powering on the bench, or maybe they got a good ability supporting them. Bring it up, boom, take it down, they lose that support. I've also got, for the last supporters, a couple of Tate and Liza. You can choose one of these options, shuffle your hand into the deck, then draw 5 cards, or you can switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So that is going to be... Oh, wait, you know what I didn't do? I didn't name this deck yet. I gotta think of a cool name for this thing. We should call this... I know what we'll call this. Anyway, there are 14 Pokemon, 36 trainers, and only 10 energy cards. I'm gonna save this change. We're gonna call this... What Killed the Dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Alright, do we need to change the coins and stuff like that? You know what? I kind of want to. Also, while I'm doing this, I guess I can give you folks, boop, the on-screen code. That is for an Evolutions booster pack. So who do I want? Let's go with another legendary. Let's just go with the Suicune. I don't have an Articuno coin. Deck box, we'll just go with, we'll keep the Blastoise, I guess. Card sleeves, let's go with, I don't know. Let's mess with them. Dragon. There we go. Go with Charizard. Alright, so we're going to go into the testing right now and see how well does this do. I'm going to favorite that one. And boom. If this works out well, then we've got ourselves a cool deck. I keep saying cool. I don't even mean to. A fun deck. No, I'm going to say cool deck to use against opponents in some Wi-Fi battles. So, nothing but the Articuno-GX to start with, but I have a couple of Tate and Lizas. I've also got a Cynthia. I've also got a Fighting Fury Belt. So, this presents a problem. Wobbuffet. As long as that Pokemon is the opposing active Pokemon, every Pokemon in play has no abilities except for Psychic types. Which means our Legendary Ascent is going to do nothing. However, if I can get the energy attached, I can still take this down. I'm not going to be able to use the Magcargo or Alolan Sandslash. Wouldn't you know, what are the odds that my first trainee is going to have this kind of ability? Okay, nothing we can do for the moment. But this Wobbuffet takes a while to power up and do any damage to us, so I think we're going to be able to take it down. I don't like Team Flare Grunt. This is not working out the way I wanted it to. Well, I'll tell you what, let's keep powering up the Articuno-GX. We are going to shuffle away. Let's get 5 different cards in hand. See what we can get. If I can get Guzma, that'd be Guzma great. But we do not. Let's drop the other Sandshrew. Nothing to do right now. So they're going to Team Flare Grunt my energy away, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, they're Stevening instead. That is perfect. Tierno, Psychic Energy. They can't play the Team Flare Grunt. That supporter card has been used this turn already. So let us take this Wobbuffet down. Another basic water energy. Do we need to shuffle any supporters back? Not just yet. I kind of want a Great Ball, but I want to hold on to the Great Ball for when I have a guaranteed Pokemon on top. Let's go for the Ice Wing, doing 140 thanks to our Fighting Fury Belt. Getting us a prize card. Hopefully something useful. Well, that would have been great a moment ago, but whatever. Alright, Spoink. What you got? You got a Splash for 10. So, in the training, this is not so bad. We're only going to be taking minimal damage from the opposing Pokemon. But of course, against a human player, which we'll get into after this, we got a bit more of a challenge, because they're going to have ways to do a lot more damage, I'm sure, in short order. Right, come on, give me something good to use. That's actually not bad. So, if I want to play the Articuno down, I can use the ability and draw the energy into myself, but I want to get Acerola to show you how this is going to play out properly. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to play the Great Ball. I'm going to take a chance. we did get... I wanted to get something a bit more useful than that. If I had gotten the Sand Slash, I could get draw support. If I had gotten a Slugma, well, at least I could play it. I'll get Magcargo. This is going to help thin out the deck by at least one card. And let's just go for the knockout here, Ice Wing. Get another prize card. That could be the Slugma that we're looking for, actually. Come on, give us something good. No, Cynthia, but that's not bad. That can help us out. We've got a Zubat, now active. Nidorina on the bench, getting that powered up. That's interesting. Normally, you only see the computer place energy on their active Pokemon, which is, it's, you know, not the most versatile thing that you can be doing, but it's kind of cool they started powering stuff on the bench. Alright, so what we're going to do right here, I'm going to play the Articuno-GX. I'm going to use the ability of Legendary Ascent. We're going to move both water energies up to the active. Now, the idea with this, if I have a Rainbow Energy in play, like if I had that Rainbow Energy still attached without the Team Flare Grunt, I would actually leave it on the damaged Articuno, because when I would play Acerola, that brings the Rainbow Energy back into hand, which means when you play it from hand, you get that damage counter added to your Articuno. It's not as useful if you move the energy, move the Rainbow Energy, because you're not putting that extra damage counter down. Alright, let's play Cynthia. Come on, give us something useful, something good, something great. We got Slugma, we got we got the Sand Slash too. This was a good Cynthia. Alright, we're not going to do anything just yet. I'm going to wait till I can... Well, you know what? I can just draw an extra card. Which I will do. Give me the Super Scoop Up. Ah, but that's Acerola for next turn. That's going to be useful. Alright, let us Ice Wing 130. Bring down the Zubat. Once I play out Acerola and show you how this ability works in conjunction with, you know, bring back Articuno into hand, I'll probably end the match there and move on to an actual human battle. So here I can just bring it back into hand. All cards attached go with it. I will, first of all, evolve to Magcargo. I'm going to use the Smooth Over. Let's find ourselves, what am I looking for? Another Rainbow Energy. Do I have any left? Yes, I do. So I'm going to put that on top. I'm now going to draw that card using Alolan Sand Slash's Slush Rush. That comes into hand. I'm now going to play... Actually, technically, I didn't even need to get that Rainbow Energy. But first, we're going to play Articuno-GX. I'm going to use the ability. I'm only going to move the 2 basic water energy needed. We'll end it right there. I'll attach Rainbow Energy onto Articuno-GX. Again, that damage counter goes on. I can now attach this Fighting Fury Belt, which we brought back into hand. Just for added power. 130. Down goes the Zubat. So you get the idea. I think we're just going to end it here. I'm going to admit defeat to my computer opponent. Clearly, I was on the losing side there, right? Oh, wait, we gotta wait for them to play their whole turn out. But why, though? Anyways, whatever. So, technically, yes, it says defeat, but you get the idea. I was gonna win that one. I just want to speed through. And let us head into the verses and see how well does this stand up against, I'm sure, every opponent who's going to happen to use Metal-type Pokemon. Because, of course, we are weak to Metal. We don't see Metal. We see Water, Dragon, Colorless, Darkness. Let's see how things go. Of course, we're going to lose the coin flip, but as long as we don't mulligan, that'll be perfect. One entire 1/6 of my deck is basic Pokemon. Oh, we had 1 mulligan. We had 2 mulligans. One entire 1/6 of my deck is basic Pokemon. Why does the game do that to me? Anyway, take your 2 extra cards, which are I'm gonna say they're not earned, because like random chance. Come on. I would love to have. Okay, I'm complaining, I'm whining, whatever. But I would love to have 1 week where I do not have any mulligans, just to show that it can happen. There's 10 Pokemon, 10 basics in this deck. All right, let's go. Cynthia, give us a much better hand, please. Give me all my basics. Give me energies. You gave me pretty much nothing. So I try the Great Ball. Excuse me, I'm trying the Great Ball. I don't need Articuno-GX. I need my support Pokemon. So we can't do anything right now. We could use the Cold Crush, but let's not. What can you do? You put me to sleep, which would not be beneficial, but whatever's. Next turn, I'm going to play Articuno-GX. I'll give it the rain... am I? I'm going to wait, I think. I will give this to this Articuno-GX. I think I'm going to wait and play Cynthia next turn. Now, don't Crushing Hammer me again, please. I didn't even say hello to my opponent. Camille94905. I don't think we're going to see any GXs on the opposing side. Oh, look at this, though. We see Articuno. Look, I got to do this more often. Pay attention to what's on the opposing side. We got Darkrai in the active spot. Kangaskhan, Lapras, Magikarp, Articuno, and a Bronzor. Alright, so now I'm going to play down Articuno-GX. We're going to use the ability. So move both of those water energies up. I'll attach Rainbow Energy to the Articuno-GX. Let Cynthia get a whole new hand of cards. Alright, we got our basics. That is what I wanted some time ago. So we're going to go with the simple Ice Wing. Down goes their first Pokemon. Let's get our first prize. Fighting Fury Belt. Very good. I can take that. I've got Acerola in hand as well right now, too. So if I want, I can bring back this damaged Articuno. Move the... Well, yeah, technically what I can do... No, I couldn't do that. I got to play another Articuno first to keep the energy in play. That could happen, though. So I was going to go for another match anyway, since that one was not going to really show off much of the strategy. I'm going to try one more fight. What do we get? 25 tokens. You got to love them tokens. Good for getting some extra booster packs, extra code, not code cards, extra theme decks perhaps. If you, I don't think you can get any avatar. Actually, you can get Pikachu avatar things with the tokens. Alright, Grass and Psychic. Cash King 123 is, I'm going to say, maybe our final opponent for the video, because I've already shown off how this deck works. Plus, I am doing the thing that I said I gotta do. I gotta pre-record stuff before I go out wasting my life looking for Regirock raids in Pokemon Go. So this is actually Sunday morning as I'm recording this. Wow, we don't mulligan. I mean, it's not the best start. But at least we don't have to reshuffle. But yeah, I'm getting this pre-recorded, so I might be a little bit on the slow side getting out and about to do my Pokemon going. But whatever. Tapu Bulu. Ooh, I can do 180 with Nature's Judgment. Oh man, you're gonna take less damage. That ain't no good. This thing could be a bit of an issue. Corner attack will do 30. And they could do an additional 180, so that's 210. So even with my Fighting Fury belt, that's going to take us down. They do need 3 full turns of power this up, I believe, though. We have Heracross with the Guts ability on the other side as well. A Rowlet. Are you going to be trying to fire off them feather arrows? You probably are. Alright, we got Guzma. I think to slow things down a bit, let's do that. We'll bring up the Heracross, which has the highest retreat cost. Let's attach this to Articuno-GX. I'm gonna... Do I want to give myself the extra HP? Not just yet. We're going to wait. They might have the Field Blower to get rid of my belt. In a pinch, excuse me, I'm thinking what I can do. Well, first of all, I'm hoping to get another hand of cards. Come on, Cynthia, help me out here. But I could use the Cold Crush GX, which, no, that only works for the active Pokemon, so never mind. The skateboard. Okay, so you can't retreat just yet. You do need 1 energy because your retreat cost has gone down by 1, leaving 1 more energy for a retreat cost, which does at least slow things down a bit. See an Ultra Ball. We're going to see the Decidueye GX. Get rid of a Heracross and another Rowlet. We see Tapu Lele, perhaps. You guys are there to use the supporter. There's the Lele GX. Of course, everyone has to play Tapu Lele GX, right? There's no other option in Pokemon TCG. I sound bitter, a little bit. It's just like, I guess call me a bit of a hipster. Whenever something works well and everybody's doing it, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to be more creative, more interesting than that. Alright, we got a Super Scoop Up. That does not help us, whatever. Thank you, game, very much. Let's get an energy onto Articuno. Based on what might be able to happen, I'm going to put the belt on right now just to be safe. We're going to end our turn. And we're going to sit back. We're going to let this next turn play out. Because if we don't get any potential help on my next top deck, then the battle's pretty much over. They're going to be able to power up their Tapu Bulu. Well, they got to get the energy themselves too, though. They need one for the Heracross for retreat. There's one more on the Tapu Bulu. Lily being played. So they're going to draw 4 more cards. Let's see if they find anything helpful. Not just yet, but one more energy is all I need for the Heracross to retreat. It hit me for 180. Well, that's not terrible. 180, we would survive. Let's try to thin the deck a little bit. Let's see the energy. It's not the most useful energy, but we'll take that. So with 20 damage, that puts us at 200 if they do the what is it? Nature's Judgment. Alright, let's take a chance here. We're going to try to pull something off. Let's do the Ice Wing. 130. Are you serious? See, I don't mind playing the game. I just want fairness across the board. When everything goes wrong for one player, that's the annoyance. Of course, when you're that one player, most definitely. What do you got planned next? So if you don't know what just happened, let me spell it out for you. The ability of Guts for Heracross says, if this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. They happen to get the heads. Fair enough. That's a 50-50 chance. But just the fact that all the cards I have in my deck, I'm not drawing anything that I need. That's all a lot of, you know, negativity on my side. And they happen to get a heads on their timer ball. How many heads is that so far? Oh, you got Victory Bell. I would have expected to get a Decidueye GX. Well, whatever. Alright, come on. Give me something I can use off the top of the deck. This is not bad. If you get lucky with your coin flips, this Pokemon here, Heracross, can just hold the fort, the active spot, while you get everything you need ready on your own bench. I'm not finishing this match. I'm going to try one more. One more where the deck might actually decide to work for me. I was going to say, I hope to see a metal deck. I want to see our weakness come against us. Now, I saw grass and electric. Are we going to see Rayquaza, perhaps? I know it's a dragon type. It might not show the dragon type card, though. Hey, we don't mulligan. Look at that. And we got a Cynthia to start off with. That's pretty good. And a Nest Ball. I think I might wait to play Cynthia next turn, then. So I have, I can play the Nest Ball, get ourselves a Slugma. We see Magnemite on the opposing side. Interesting. And my opponent is Dorobazaru. Dorobazaru? I might be saying that completely wrong. I do apologize to my opponent. Let's play Slugma. We'll throw a nice Rainbow Energy to our Articuno-GX. That's all we're going to play right now. I can play my Cargo next turn. Just do not judge me. Do not end me. Do not do any of that kind of stuff. I wonder if the new standard format has rotated in yet. Actually, it's pretty close, I believe. So we have an energy on the Magnemite. Tierno, drawing 3 extra cards. We got a Alolan Geodude. Isn't it weird? Alolan Geodude doesn't have like individual fingers. It's got one finger. I guess it has, in a way, individual. But the rest of its hand is like just a big glove. Alright, Magcargo, do your thing. First of all, we're going to play Cynthia. Let's get a whole new fresh hand of cards going here. I'm going to smooth over. And let's grab a Sandshrew. I'm going to wait till next turn to draw that out, though, of course. Alright, we can attach water energy to our Articuno-GX. That's all we're going to do for the time being. If they don't shuffle my deck around, then I can get myself the Sandshrew. I gotta wait till next turn to evolve the Sandslash. But I can choose what card. Oh, this will be interesting. You can now attach as much energy as you want. Okay, okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting turn, to say the least. You're going to be able to hit me for 100. Which brings me to 110. Thankfully, even though we are a bird, a flying-type Pokemon, we're not weak to lightning Pokemon. I'm going to play the Sandshrew down. I'm going to now... Let's... retreat. Well, not retreat exactly. We're going to play Articuno-GX. We're going to use the ability. We're going to move both of these energies. Even though I said I want to keep Rainbow Energy to put in hand, I know I'm taking a hit from this thing next turn, so that's totally fine. Let's now play Acerola, bring back our Articuno-GX, attach this Fighting Fury Belt onto this one, and I shall smooth over. I want to make sure I can get some energy next turn, so let's put a Water Energy on the top of the deck. And that's all we're going to do for this particular turn. So you can see, by taking the Articuno-GX back into hand, you're eliminating all that damage. So you're pretty much safe just to keep, rolling on forward here. Another Thunder Blast can do another 100 to me. If they had the Metal-type Magnezone, this could be different. Because what does that one do? I forget what the attack is on that one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are you going to do? Tapu Thunder can do 100. Sky High Claw can do 130. This is an interesting little showdown. Like I was saying, Tapu Koko GX has a similar ability. That's 130. That does definitely hurt. Let's go ahead and evolve to Alolan Sandslash. I'm now going to play down our Articuno-GX. Use the ability once again. We'll take that active spot. Move both energies up. I'll attach one from hand. We're going to Acerola. Bring back our damaged Articuno. Give it the Fighting Fury Belt. I'm now going to smooth over. I'm going to put a Palpad on top. Let's use the Slush Rush to draw. Wait, I have a Palpad in hand. Huh? Well, I mean, whatever. Let's, I'll grab that anyway. I should have paid more attention, I guess, but let's go ahead. Palpad. We're still doing okay. They're going to shuffle back to Acerola, because we're taking a hit next turn. And let's go with the Ice Wing for 140. Now, what's really cool is they have the Wishful Baton on here, which once I knock out this Pokemon, up to 3 basic... Where is it? If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack, move up to 3 basic energy cards from it to one of their bench Pokemon, so they can keep their energy in play. Not bad at all. Sky High Claws, another 130 being done to us. But of course, we have Articuno-GX to... Let's do this. I'm going to smooth over. Yeah, we'll do this. I'll get a Rainbow Energy. I'll draw that Rainbow Energy now. Of course, I'm going to play down the Articuno-GX. I'm going to take the active spot. We're just going to move the 2 basic Water Energy this time, though. We'll put 1 Rainbow Energy from hand, putting 1 damage counter on ourselves. And we're going to Ice Wing for the 130 from the knockout. There's 2 prizes, and that does give 3 more Lightning Energy back to one of their bench Pokemon. I think I have to go all onto 1. To one of the bench. Okay, so they can probably give it to the Magnezone. Unless they have a way to power up for an Alolan Golem. No, we're going for the Magnezone. A pretty safe play right there. making sure they have something that can do a lot of damage to us. Another Slugma, we got an Energy Lotto. So next turn, I'm going to smooth over to put an Acerola on top. I'm going to use the Slosh Rush, of course, and draw that. Then I can heal back one of my damaged Articuno. I'm thinking probably the one on the bench. In fact, if I don't have an Acerola, I have the Super Scoop Up. I can take a chance on that one. Where are you at, Acer? There we go. Acerola on top. I shall draw that one out. Let's bring back our benched Articuno-GX. Bring back the Fighting Fury Belt as well. Play it down, use the ability, take the active spot, move both these waters, and done with that. We're going to put Rainbow Energy down. Fighting Fury Belt to do 10 more damage with our attack. That is going to be a knockout on Magnezone. Right, so after a pretty frustrating middle battle, I guess, this is showing the perfect way this plays out. I thought we were going to be done right there. Alright, so that shows a pretty cool combination of continuously recycling your Articuno back into hand using the legendary Ascent and getting more damage off with continuous, what's it called? I can't even look at the card right here. What's the attack called again? I just used it like 17 times. Ice Wing, I think. Anyway, all that being said, hey, we got more tokens. Look at this. We went up by about 150 tokens today. Not bad. So that is going to be our video for the day featuring Articuno-GX of the Celestial Storm expansion. And now that I'm actually focused, I'm remembering there's a question of the day. Bear in mind, you can answer that question with a hashtag QOTD. Get a chance for a, I'm going to say this is the last guaranteed Celestial Storm code. Where did I put that? I got to make sure I keep that separate. There we go. This will be the last guaranteed Celestial Storm code card. I still have others, but I'm going to throw them into the random assortment of all these codes right here. Look at this whole box full. So we got a lot of codes still to give out. Answer that question of the day down below, and you have a chance to get the Celestial Storm code when I draw it in the next couple of days or so. But that is the power of Articuno-GX. If you guys want to try to recreate this idea for yourselves, you can feel free to do so. And if anyone out there has a similar idea or some other idea with Articuno-GX, let us know in the comments. What do you have for your strategy, and how do you make this work? Do you have any ways to improve this for people to build off this idea, make it a little bit more competitive and consistent? Just let us know what you would do with Articuno-GX. And if you want to see any more videos of Pokemon TCG Online, I've got a link in the description to a whole playlist full of different cards and stuff, different decks. Some work better than others, as you could imagine, but we try to have fun regardless, even though every single time we have to mulligan a whole bunch. Just 1 week, I want to have none. In fact, if you folks are watching this series and you're caught up with it, let me know, has there ever been a week where we have never mulliganed? I can't recall in recent time never having any mulligans, but that's me just complaining about random number generation. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave me a like down below. Let me know that you're interested in the series and the support and all that stuff. I appreciate it. If you want to see some more videos from Professor Chaz, you can subscribe if you're not currently subscribed, or just check out the channel. You can see some more videos up there. There's also going to be a couple links during the outro. You can check those out as well. Now, if you want to stay in touch in between videos, I've got links in the description for my Twitter account. You can follow me on Twitter. I've got Instagram as well, where I'm posting a lot of Alola Photo Club photo shoots of my Pokemon, and also Discord. If you want to get on Discord, I've got some channels set up, one of which is Pokemon TCG. You can talk amongst your fellow fans about doing some possible online battling, set up some online trades perhaps, and just link up that way. Alright, it is now time to roll. I want to say thank you folks once again for checking things out today. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.